Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian,
And I'm James.
and we're Once Upon a Christmas Tree Farm. We're located in northern Utah. We have just under 19 acres, and we grow Christmas trees and flowers.
We're both from Memphis, Tennessee. My background was briefly in law enforcement, but Brian's active duty military career kind of made that difficult. So for the most part, I was a stay-at-home mom.
And I did 12 years active duty. I am in the reserve still in Utah, and then I also work for Delta. The type of farm that we really wanted to create was really Jamie's vision, and it's really a southern inspired, has a lot of influences to Dolly. Even the name is one of Dolly Parton's first Christmas album. And so we try to do the best we could for the U-Pick and for the Christmas tree season to offer a relaxing escape where you can just come, enjoy, relax, sit back, have fun, get away from your busy life.
And I think too, like, we love home. Like, we love the South. We love everything about the South. It's a big part of who we are. And so to come out here to Utah and make Utah home, it was almost kind of comforting to have the farm be something that we were trying to recreate to feel like home. So back home, you know, and in the South, you hear a lot of people talk about a slower way of living. And so that's kind of what we wanted for the farm. We want you to come out from your busy lives, whether you're in the city, whether you're in suburbia, wherever, and come out here and slow down and relax, sit in one of our rocking chairs. Another big deal that was, like, I think for both of us is we don't want to just be business owners. Like, we want y'all to come out and feel like you're visiting family.
You may wonder, why would two people, first-time farmers, want to take on this type of adventure and project? And it all goes back to about 15, 16 years ago when we visited a U-Cut Christmas tree farm in Columbus, Mississippi.
Yeah, it was the simplest little U-Cut farm, but it was so magical. And every Christmas after that, we would like talk about, what if we had a Christmas tree farm? And we would dream it and talk about it. But when he was active duty, it was always just a dream because we never knew where we were really going to end up. And now that, you know, he got out of active duty here in Utah, one year we were like, wait a minute, remember that dream about owning a Christmas tree farm? We can actually do that now.
Yeah. And so we started looking around 2020 for some property in Utah. And in case you don't know, the price per acre in Utah is a little bit more expensive than what we were used to seeing in the South. So we were actually looking for a lot smaller of a lot, more like 5 acres. Not success in finding that. And then this just popped on and we came and looked at it, and obviously we bought it, and that's history. And we bought the farm in 2022.
Yep.
And there we planted whatever trees we could find. We got about 1,200, but they were really small. We wanted to get larger plants, but we did what we could. And then we also did a small test bed of flowers just to make sure they would grow. We didn't really have a lot of irrigation or anything, but they did well enough to want to pursue flowers and the Christmas trees.
Yeah.
And then 2023 was our first year we're open to the public.
Yeah, so we opened first initially for our U-Pick flowers, and it was incredibly successful. We had almost 800 people here in 8 weeks. Between our U-Pick flower field and the sunflower patch, it was very validating for all the hard work that we had done, and definitely has pushed us to want to make the flowers even better.
Right, yeah. And after that, we started trying to get ready for selling pre-cut Christmas trees until ours are grown. Getting ready for the Christmas season, we started looking for farms that we could purchase pre-cut Christmas trees for, because in case you didn't know, it does take 7 to 10 years for a Christmas tree to mature to around 7 feet tall. And so we wanted to kind of grow our customer base while that was happening. And we kind of got some towards kind of not last minute, but pretty close to last minute.
It was the second week in October that we found out we were getting trees.
And we're able to sell about 150 to 160 Christmas trees our first year. And so overall, with the flowers and the trees, we had a really great first year, very blessed. Yeah. And we're just hoping that that continues in the future as we make things bigger and better.
Yeah, for sure.
And so for coming up for 2024, we've got a couple of big, I guess, projects and additions to the farm. Kind of boring stuff first. We're going to gravel our parking lot. We had a grass parking lot, and it did pretty well in the summer, but in the winter, it wasn't really super cold, but it still snowed and rained, and it just kind of turned into mud. And we noticed people kind of afraid to pull in. We were worried people were going to get stuck. You're kind of walking like penguins to not slip and fall.
Yeah.
And so we thought it was just smart to make it a little bit more safer and enjoyable by doing the gravel parking lot.
Another project that we're going to do is we're going to expand our U-pick flowers. So last year we had a U-pick flower field and a sunflower patch. And the sunflower patch was gorgeous, all for about 2.5 to 3 weeks. So we figured that it would be better off if we just converted the sunflower patch into a U-pick, because that allows us to bring in more folks without it feeling overcrowded still. So we're super excited about growing the flowers.
And then we're going to also add in the fall.
In the fall? What are we adding in the fall?
She doesn't even know.
We're adding in the fall. Oh, some of y'all kind of know this, that we were talking about it and we told y'all when y'all came out to visit. But we are adding peonies to the farm. We're not 100% sure on how many. We have to do the exact measurements out there, but somewhere between 1,000 to 1,800 peonies. And yes, we say peonies. I know people out there say peonies, but we're from Tennessee. Tennessee says peonies. Daddy says peonies. And if Daddy says peonies, it's peonies. So. And
then we're also going to add a permanent gift shop. So last year we sold stuff from local vendors and like t-shirts and merch and stuff from a pop-up tent. And it worked, but we want something more comfortable and to keep some of the products we had from the heat and the cold and wet. And so we're going to add a gift shop this year, and that'll be a fun project to follow along with.
Yeah, my mom came out from Tennessee and set up the gift shop for Christmas, and it was so cute, and she had done such a great job. And I think it was the second to the last weekend, a storm came through, and it just demolished the gift shop. I mean, product and stuff was just everywhere, and so we quickly realized, like, yeah, we need a permanent solution for this. And not to mention that when you come out for Christmas, it's cold. People kind of want to get their tree and go. And we had a lot of people come and support the gift shop, but we definitely want to make it more comfortable. So in the summer, when you come out, it'll be air conditioned. And in the winter, when you come out, it'll be heated.
Right. And the last big addition for this year
we're so excited
is something that she's very excited about.
We're very excited about.
We're going to get
2 mini horses.
So you'll be able to visit them. They'll get here in August, so you might at the tail end of the U-pick this year.
No, that's the beginning of the U-pick.
Okay.
August.
All right.
They have been part of like this farm dream and plan. I don't know for how long, but long enough that we're just so incredibly excited that it's coming true. We're not familiar with farm animals at all. We have dogs and cats, and that's it. So this is also a new adventure for us. We are getting them from a local farm who they're just the absolute best. So it's kind of cool that they'll be able to come over here and visit their babies as well forever.
Yeah. This is our first YouTube video. And so what we envisioned for the purpose of this channel was to kind of let y'all see what life on a farm is like, follow us along as we do things around here, but also have an educational how-to on some of the bigger projects, like we have to build the lean-to for the horses, the gift shop. We have to do a lot of irrigation every year. Mm-hmm. So just show you how we've done things. It may not be right or wrong, but we can just help spread some knowledge, and hopefully it helps you.
Well, and another thing about the YouTube channel is that I don't know that we would have ever started on this farm if there weren't a handful of farmers out there who already had YouTube channels, who inspired us and built confidence in both of us. Phil at Woods Tree Farm, major shout out to him. I swear I don't think I would have done this farm if it wasn't for him and all of his knowledge that he shared on his YouTube channel.
Right. Well, that about wraps it up. We hope this video gave you a quick insight into who we are and our farm. We would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe so you get those notifications when we post this video. Please leave us comments on how we did, what we didn't do well, and if there's anything you want to see from us in the future.
Yeah. And if you have any questions about us, the farm, let us know. We're kind of an open book, and we've got a blank slate of a channel right here. So yeah, we welcome any kind of feedback from y'all. We thank y'all so very much for watching.
And lastly, we'll put our socials in the description below to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and website.
Actually, that wasn't lastly. Lastly, continue watching for our bloopers. Unintended. Planted some roots. So stupid.
Take on this endeavor.
So long and drawn. You keep saying 6. Nobody says 6. There's nobody who grows Christmas trees in 6 years, baby.
Take roughly 90 to 100 years to grow, so we wanted to get started now.
Oh my god.
We expanded our U-pick because we had sunflowers and a U-pick last year.
Sorry.
What?
I'm just gonna talk the whole time.
Well, you don't jump in.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I can't.
Last thing we're gonna add is
No, that's it.
I'm redoing it. I'm like,
just trying to look
but
at you.
I'm trying
because
for
if
you
I
to
don't
take
look at you, I start looking outside.
I'm trying to take a. That about right. Well, that about. Well, that about.